It's time to take it back. By saying yes to Watson Island Park, the landmark proposal will give back public land and create an iconic public park for generations of residents to enjoy. Support resiliency efforts and protect Biscayne Bay. Invest $15 million in housing affordability and create hundreds of jobs. This election, vote yes for Watson Island Park. It's more than a public park. It's a lasting legacy.
In Florida, parental consent is required for a minor to have an abortion. That's the law.
And voting yes on 4 does not repeal that law. That's why parents across Florida are voting yes on 4, because it preserves parental rights. Vote yes.
This is South Florida's choice for news. 7 News. Now at 10.
Danger on deck. Crews hoisting a captain who took a frightening fall on a cargo ship. We're outside the hospital where he's now recovering. An urgent rescue mission overnight when a woman falls overboard from a cruise ship near the Bahamas. Former President Trump hosting a South Florida roundtable as Vice President Harris sits down with a major news network.
Food truck owners say a company that was supposed to help them set up shop put them out of work. 7 investigates.
And the day is here. Your Miami Heat set to take to the court for their highly anticipated season opener. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex Diarmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Here's a live view of Fort Lauderdale on this Wednesday morning. A nice start to our day, a little cloudy, but it's comfortable. It's not hot.
We will take it. Keep on giving the fall-like temperatures. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look at our forecast. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Tavares, Alex, definitely a fall-like feel the last few days, but today we'll undergo a bit of some change as our winds begin to subside a little bit, at least our wind speed. So weakening winds, we have former Oscar moving away from the southeastern Bahamas, high pressure on the other side of South Florida. That's what's been causing those strong winds for us here the last few days. But as Oscar moves away, we'll notice slightly lighter winds, but still enough moisture for the occasional passing shower to push through. Quick check on our temperatures. Some of us are in the 70s, like Pompano Beach, sitting at 77 degrees. Lower 80s now from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, all the way through the Hialeah and Miami area, and all the way through Miami-Dade. Kendall and Homestead also sitting in the lower 80s. Working our way through the Florida Keys, upper 70s to lower 80s, 81 in Key West right now, 82 in Key Largo, with some pockets of upper 70s, Isla Mirada, all the way through Cudjoe Key. Winds are out of the northeast. They'll be out of the east-northeast later today. Right now, 5 to 15 miles per hour, but we are still seeing gusty winds across the Florida Keys. And then later today, wind speeds will pick up, so we'll still be breezy at times, especially as we work our way into the afternoon. Here's a quick check on your radar. You'll notice a few specks pushing through coastal and metro areas of Miami-Dade and Broward County. Some light sprinkles across the area, maybe a light shower here and there. Not too terrible so far on this Wednesday. For your forecast, we are going with mid-80s, which is typical this time of year, and we'll keep the chance of a few isolated showers developing later on this afternoon. A closer look at your forecast, though, that's coming up in a few minutes.
And developing now, a dog has died following a house fire in northwest Miami-Dade. This happened just before 9 o'clock this morning near Northwest 14th Avenue and 77 Terrace. Fire officials say one person was taken to the hospital as a trauma alert. 2 other dogs were rescued from the home as well. The fire has been put out. The cause is still under investigation.
Right now at 10, we're learning more about the race to rescue a ship captain who fell onto a lower deck just off of Port Miami. We showed you this air rescue live yesterday right here at 10 o'clock. And that man now recovering at Jackson Memorial Hospital. That's where 7's Alex Browning is with the very latest on this story.
Fireboat 73, can you do me a favor? Start air rescue for a possible hoist. We'll advise when we arrive, which will be in about 6 to 7 minutes.
A race to rescue at sea for the captain of this ship called the Atlantic Power.
They are on board right now, and there was a fall at about
12 feet, 12 to 15 feet.
The captain of this 250-foot ship falling just before 10 a.m. Tuesday.
Hoisting off of boats are particularly hard because there are moving targets. So in this situation, the ship was moving and had a swing about 200 feet in either direction.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat and leave comments below. This is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact. Welcome back to the show, guys. So glad to have you guys here on Wednesday the 23rd. We have a lot to talk about today. As you guys know, I got my coffee lined up here. Guys, welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. Look, I'm trying to get all this stuff organized. I got a lot going on over here. Let's be honest. Every time I wake up or even turn the news on, it's like, what the hell is going on? Like, how many more things could pop out of nowhere where people could say, I don't trust anybody anymore. Like, I don't give a shit where you work. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you drive. I don't care who your friends, your family are. It's like everywhere you turn, there's some interesting shit going on. And I'm here to bring it to you. And as you know, sports entertainment on our platform every single day, I got to tell you what's going on. I got to bring it to you. And look, I got a lot of people reaching out to me yesterday. Again, another meeting as we get ready to start marketing advertising for the show and expand the headquarters and all that. There's a lot going on right now. And I want to tell you guys some interesting conversation. Hope you guys all had a great day yesterday and a great night, because we're diving into some interesting conversation right now. Now, former CEO of Abercrombie, Mike Jeffries, arrested. Now, arrested on sex trafficking charges. All this kind of conversation is coming out, similar to a Diddy conversation, right? And people are like, what the hell is going on? And I got a story to tell you guys. Let me tell you, I have a freaking story to tell you. And, I wish I actually didn't, to be honest with you. But what I will say is this. Abercrombie and Fitch, if you don't know, obviously, that you're not watching, I would tell you a younger generational type of clothing was pretty good, right? I'd say, from teens, even through, into your early adult years, Abercrombie and Fitch, even now, even the cologne smells good. I thought about getting the cologne for my kids to get a little bit older, whatever. But here's what I want to tell you. And I want to break this down for you. Obviously, Mike Jeffries, I got the picture there. If you haven't seen it, just join us right now. Former CEO, Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jeffries, arrested. And he's got some serious charges. We're talking sex trafficking. We're talking a lot of shit going on. And I wasn't going to put that in the description so people could pop and see what the hell we're talking about, but I couldn't put that. Welcome to the live stream. Now, if you're watching this live, and later, if you're watching it, hit the like button. I got some conversation for you guys right now. Pimple Mama's in the chat. Nathan, how you doing? Jesse, Roger, Annie, Jeff Lee, how are you doing out there in the building right now, everybody? I'm going to say all your names as I scroll up. If I see your names, leaving a message in the chat right now. Roger, how you doing? Good morning to you. Here's the thing. This clothing line, okay, and I got pictures up here, and I'm just saying, very confusing for some reasons, but then not too far from the tree for other reasons. I got a picture here. This man gets arrested and then walks out of the building, and he has a massive, like $10 million bond or something like that. Look how he's walking out of the courtroom with this smirk. I'm just saying, I would not have that smirk out there in his little Abercrombie attire with the little shorts, white shorts, and a little, little sweater there. What I'm saying is this. If you guys didn't hear about this yet, I'm bringing it to you. We got sports entertainment and all that, but this is important shit. I'm going to tell you why it's connected to a lot of things. And this is a little story time right now for you, so you guys bear with me for a second. When I was younger, I got done with football. And I said, shit, I want to be in the media spotlight and keep doing what I'm doing. Had some opportunities to get on TV and all this. Years ago, I was on the Howard Stern show and all this. When I got a message from certain people about Abercrombie, said, hey, you can model for Abercrombie. This is a true story. And I said, oh, that'd be cool, right? And so I thought for a second, Abercrombie and Fitch, you get a chance to take some pictures. That's cool, younger. You kind of think you're good looking, whatever. So all this is going good. I bought a house in Jersey. Within a couple weeks, I'm like, I got to go to New York. I got to move out there. I got to enjoy my life and do some fun stuff. So I get out there and I get this opportunity to be a quote unquote model for Abercrombie. Now, there's models in the store that walk around, they sell clothes. They're standing there like a blue attire at the time. And if you just wear one solid color, blue. And then there's models in the store that are actually modeling the clothes that they're selling. Now, I got a chance to do that. You get a little button-up shirt on. And let me tell you something. I believe I have a picture here to show you what this building, it's like massive stories. I'm talking Fifth Avenue, New York City. I'm talking 4 or 5 stories, 6 stories. I can't remember. So big ass building, okay? I get there for the first time and I walk in. I'll tell you this story because this isn't true. I walk in there for the first time. I go to the front door. I'm like, I'm here to work here. You got to go to the back. There's a door in the back on the side around the corner that you go up into that building. And you can go up whatever elevator, whatever the case may be. You go all the way. I want to say it's like the 5th floor or something like that. Don't quote me. It might be 4th or 6th or whatever. I walk into the building, and as I get in there, it's models everywhere. I'm talking, the models are all over. I'm talking guys from commercials, and I believe, I want to say allegedly, the quote-unquote, the T-Mobile girl was on the motorcycle. She was in there, or whatever the case may be, and the guy was dating her, whatever the case may be. Trying to get this right for you. It was a long time ago. And then you get dressed, and they give you, on the rack, you got shirts, they got sandals, they got all this shit. I mean, it's like, when I saw it, I said, this shit is cool as hell. When I first got in there, and I walk into this damn Abercrombie and Fitch store, and when I grew up, my local mall was like a regular mall. Everybody else has. You walk into the mall, they got Abercrombie and Fitch, they got Hollister, they got Gap, they got, all these stores in there, whatever. I didn't grow up wearing Versace and that shit, so I wasn't even in those stores. Abercrombie was expensive at the time, if you ask me. Now, when I get into this building, I go upstairs, you start getting dressed and all that. There are guys, right, that also, and I got a chance to do this, you get a chance to work the front of the store with no shirt on. It could be brutal. It could be 0 degrees outside, and they got those doors. You could be standing in there. They'll have some models in there, and a guy will be standing there with a beautiful girl with no shirt on, and look, that's just part of it. And I saw that shit, and I said, dude, this is cool. Why? Because you get a chance to become a star. Like, everybody comes in, they're taking pictures with you. This isn't a regular mall. This is lined up where people come in, they take pictures with you, and they're posting you on all social media, whatever, and they're like, I took a picture with the model Abercrombie. All this is going on. Now, what I'm talking about now is this. This gentleman had an opportunity to obviously get connected to these people. They had a photographer named Bruce Weber, where he's the only person that can shoot Abercrombie models. That was the other thing. Now, this guy gets arrested, okay, for sex trafficking. And what I want to talk about is this. I want to talk about this for a second. Why is sex trafficking not covered in the media? Like, when I say, yeah, they show a little bit here and there, why isn't it plastered everywhere? And the reason why I'm saying this is sex trafficking in obviously women, men, then you got girls, boys, and then you have kids, right? And when I say girls, boys, I'm talking like whatever ages, into the teen years and whatever, and you have little kids. Why is this shit not covered all over the goddamn universe? Like, when I go on TV and they're showing all this shit over and over again, why on all these networks, and I'm just using them for the sake, just literally for the sake of conversation here. I'm not pointing out any particular network here for anybody gets upset and says, oh my God, he's talking about, I'm not talking about any particular network. But look at these networks and look at the top left, all the way across to the top right, down to the middle of that. Why, when you turn all these on, right? Now you're getting some Diddy conversation, right? You're getting some of that shit. But why on earth do we not turn on those networks and it be like, yo, there is some sex trafficking conversation. Like, it should be at the top of the screen 90% of the time until they figure this shit out. It's everywhere, right? And I'm just saying, all these people, Diddy involved, now this guy's involved. I'm not saying, look, everyone right now is innocent until proven guilty. But I can tell you right now, all these networks that are out there doing this shit, everybody's interested in the world, wants to know about this shit. So what I'm saying is, why isn't it plastered for us to see? Why are we not understanding? Oh, yeah, sex trafficking. You just hear about it and you go, who's doing that? And then you got people like Diddy, innocent or proven guilty. Got to make sure I say that. And everyone on there. And then you got now the CEO, Mike Jeffries of Abercrombie, gets arrested. $10 million bail. Diddy has no bail. You're talking 3 times going for bail, no bail. He offered $50 million, no bail. That tells you the kind of shit they got on Diddy right now. Let's be honest. If this man, Mike Jeffries, gets out on $10 million bail, which, by the way, is a lot of money, when you get to Diddy and he's got no bail, like, let's be honest, shit is going to Philly South right now. In the chat right now, let's get that Diddy chant going because we're getting to that right now. I got some shit I want to show you right now. But I'm just saying, these networks, and this is horrible for a lot of reasons, because there is a reason why the media is not showing this shit like they should. And this is the main, like, these are the main cat. That's what I'm showing you. I'm not pointing out CNN at the top. I'm not pointing out Fox at the right. I'm not pointing out anybody in between. I'm just telling you all these damn networks are going on. And then you got this guy, former CEO of Abercrombie, Mike Jeffries, arrested on sex trafficking charges. And this guy pops up on the screen, and we're seeing pictures of him walking out of the damn place in this goofy, and I'm saying goofy, look, innocent until proven guilty. But I'm saying this goofy look on his face. And anybody that gets, when anybody gets arrested, you go, oh, I can see why he's arrested. Like, before he was arrested, maybe not. Like, maybe we don't really know. We're seeing a picture of him. Like, I don't know. But then after it comes out, and then you see this look on his face, like, everybody's like, this guy's guilty. Like, looking at this guy's face alone, to me, is like, shit. And I hate to say that in a way, but it just has this look, right, where it's like, that guy's creepy, right? Is it me? Am I wrong for this shit? Yes or no in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. I think the guy just looks creepy as shit on there. But what I'm saying is, I don't understand why, and this is going on for years. We're going back. If they're talking about Diddy sex trafficking for 10 years, 15 years, 20, whatever the case may be, a lot of people knew about this shit. Celebrities, politicians, we're getting to that in a second. If all these people know about this shit, then why did, like, I'm asking you, and maybe you don't know the answer. I know the answer. Why is anybody not talking about this? It has to be because there's a lot of these fucking people involved, right? Because when I hear this shit, I'm like, that's weird, right? Like, your kids, I got 4 kids, all 7 and under, 7, 5, 2, and 4 months. So at the end of the day, my kids, they can't even go to the park. I live in a beautiful area, by the way. We go to the park, I'm watching these kids like a freaking hawk. I'm a helicopter dad. People are like, you're a helicopter dad. I'm a helicopter dad for a reason. I wish I had more fucking propellers because I would be out there watching even more because my kids, I want to be safe. I want them to have a chance to grow up and see normal shit. Like, honestly, normal shit is what I'm trying to get done for my family and get a chance to enjoy life. And this is the kind of things that I'm worried about. And that's why the border, we get into that all the time with the border and Trump and Kamala Harris, all that. We talk about that because these people are pouring in the country. We want to know who the hell even are. And kids are going missing. And these are just people in our damn country. Like Mike Jeffries, again, innocent until proven guilty. Not saying he's guilty yet, but $10 million bail. Diddy on $50 million bail. Some shit has to be true somewhere where people don't just go to jail and have a $50 million bail and you can't even get out off for $50 million and you still can't get that. So this guy now is out on house arrest. And I got the picture there right there. You can see Mike Jeffries, CEO of Abercrombie, right there with the house arrest. Do you guys see the freaking shit on his ankle right there? Like, you're watching this shit right now. You see the ankle right there, right? Like, that man, I'm just saying, does not fit the bill with that ankle bracelet, right? Like, this guy, looking at this guy in his little preppy, I want to say fraternity, preppy, Abercrombie look, like, sweaters, shorts. This guy's 80 years old. Like, 80 years old, this man's arrested. Now, I'll be going to that for a second because I want to go into this next piece here. The sex trafficking situation, all these networks, no one's really talking about it. Now, Diddy's in jail. Now, people are talking, right? Let's be honest about that. Now, Diddy's trial date, okay, is set for May 5th, and this shit is going to be historical. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this on live stream right now, I want to tell you this right now. We got some guests that are going to come up. There's a lot of shit I had to go through for guests and paperwork and signing. We got a whole bunch of people, NBA, NFL, bare knuckle fighters, and I've shown you my direct messages, and they're popping in and out. I'm telling you, we got a lot of shit going on, and I had to do it the right way because you can get sued, and they have to have this, I got to sign that, they got to email this. So all this shit's going on, and all I'm saying is, before I even get to the whole Diddy shit, I'm just saying, this guy, if he's found guilty of this shit, this guy should ever come out again. Sex trafficking, sending people around the world, whatever. I'm confused by that. And sex trafficking can be a situation in which you were just taking a girl somewhere and it's considered sex trafficking, or a boy or a lady or a kid, whatever. But then against their will is a whole nother situation. So now, move on. So Diddy's trial is set to be on May 5th, right? This is going to be the most historical shit that we've ever seen in our life. And a lot of people say, well, Brandon, this Diddy, it's music, what about this and that, people in the world and, the wars and all this kind of shit. Look, what I'm saying is this. Why this shit's going to be historical. Would I put it before the U.S. or like Ukraine and Russia and a war and all this? No, that's our safety first and all that. Right after that comes a situation where, like, you watch O.J. Simpson back when he was riding that Bronco. That shit was entertaining in a bad way, but it was entertaining. People were like, this shit is crazy. Diddy, this situation is, man, look, woo, this situation is so out of control for a lot of reasons. If you're watching this live right now, is Diddy going to jail for life, yes or no? Put in the chat. How long will Diddy go to jail? 5 years, 10 years, or for life? And I'll tell you why we're talking about this here in a second. Why this son, happy birthday to Jeff in the live stream right now, happy birthday to you. Why this shit is so important is this. When this man goes up there, they got 3 weeks, okay? 3 weeks to get out there and prove why this man's guilty. 3 weeks, okay? The people that the plaintiff gets out there, the people, they get to get out there and get this done. They got 3 weeks. Diddy has 1 week. His defense team, they got 1 week to figure out how to get his ass out of trouble. But on the other hand, they have 3 weeks to figure this shit out. Now, Diddy is in some serious hot water. You guys know this. We've been talking about this shit for a while. And all I'm saying is, when you get to sex trafficking and you get to drugs and you get to people taking drugs and forcing them to take shit, baby oil, quote unquote, it's got some kind of date rape drug in it and all this kind of shit. They got these tapes. They got all these celebrities going on. This is going to be the most, mark my word, the most historical, up-to-date trial with money and people and celebrities and politicians and fucking women and rape and kids and sex trafficking, all this kind of shit going on all at one time. And then all these famous people coming out of the woodwork and trying to prove shit, deny shit, and then they got a shit ton of money, and they're out there trying to talk to their attorneys like, hey, just so you know, I got this person, this is the most powerful. All I'm telling you is this, if they all have individual attorneys, shit's gonna get really bad. If they have one attorney, like say they get the most powerful attorney, this guy's representing all of them, shit's gonna go south for them. I'm just telling you, it's just gonna. If they all have individual powerful attorneys, this shit could go on for so long, like legit years of shit, and more things coming out and phones, and they had 95 or 98 different devices and computers and laptops and all this kind of shit going on. This is going to be the most historical trial ever. And what I see, which is nuts, is how this is going on with Diddy, and then the CEO of Abercrombie is in the whole shit with sex trafficking. Is the combination connected? Like that's what we got to figure out right now, what they're trying to bring to light. Is this guy, quote unquote, Mike Jeffries, the CEO of Abercrombie, is his shit, is what he's doing connected to Diddy? Do you guys think in the chat right now that they have this massive ring going on? Like in the chat, do you think that Diddy is connected to this situation? Like all these powerful people are kind of in the same conversation. And I love having, if you're putting the hashtag in the chat, I appreciate that, because I got to bring that shit up on there. Roger, I just saw it pop up on the screen. Cap, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. What is going on? Welcome back to the show, baby. There's a lot of shit going on. Hit the like button, subscribe. A lot of people aren't talking about this, but I'm going to talk about this shit. And a lot of people on YouTube don't talk about it because then YouTube takes it off and removes it and shit goes missing. I don't give a damn if they don't open it up to show the world, because I'm telling you the damn truth. I really don't care. I'm going to break it down for you, just like when I go on and do the games and do all that and shit goes missing. I don't give a damn. I'm telling you the truth, and that's why we're going to be known for speaking an unbiased platform here and telling it like it is. And I got a lot of conversation tomorrow. We're going to go on, too, with some Republican and Democrat situation with these people getting arrested of which side they're on, and you're going to see some shit that I'm going to tell you tomorrow you're going to find that's interesting. Now, super historical, we know that. Now, let's move on to this piece of the pie here I want to talk about. Diddy was offering lots of industry experiences. Now, what the hell does that mean? Like, industry experiences? Like, so basically, and if you're listening to these people, they're like, you know what goes on in the industry? Like, what do you mean what goes on in the industry? Like, I'm like, for the sake of conversation right now, everybody that you hear from on here, well, you know, in the industry, or you talk to people and friends like, oh, I'm in the industry, and then you got people that are out there and acting that you know personally, like, you know how it is in the industry. No, fuck, I don't know how it is in the industry that I was in sports. You know, you always like to have a girlfriend or go out and everything. You're like big, bad, or macho, or you think you're like a tough guy. Yeah, I can see that. Like, we all play football. We all think we're like tough or whatever. But it wasn't like we were playing football and people were talking about like sex trafficking. I never heard this shit in my life. Like, I was in the locker room. People were like, yo, I got, you know, some women or guys or boys or kids coming to town or like bringing me. I never heard this shit in my life. Like, being honest, like in my locker room or with my friends, I didn't see this shit at all. You get to, I guess, acting world, Hollywood. Right now it's music. Now it's like music and Hollywood is the industry. Because I tell you right now, NFL players, NBA players might be known for one time hitting a girl here and there, which is devastating, but I'm just saying, might be known for that. right? Like some kind of like they hit a girl or something like that. We've seen that before, or a fight or that. We've seen that. But, you know, or DUI, we're not seeing like sex trafficking in the sports world so far. And I'm hoping to God that shit doesn't come out, because I got to tell you, I got a lot of favorite players to watch. I'm not a starstruck person because I played football and I got to the pro level. So for me, it was like I'm out there, and you don't feel like that as a player in that level. But if you see Michael Jordan, LeBron James, if you see Tiger Woods, if you see these people in those industries, you know, Tom Brady, like you're like, that's Tom Brady. Like, you know, you're excited about that because these are the elite people, best of that. To find out that any of these people would ever be a part of this kind of shit is going to be very awkward. But the industry shit that I'm talking about, they've been saying Diddy offers industry experiences. You show up, like Justin Bieber got a chance to get out there with Diddy and, you know, get some industry experiences. I don't think Diddy, when I look at these pictures of Justin Bieber when he first got there, I don't think Diddy was too excited about these, or I'm sorry, I don't think Justin Bieber was too freaking excited about these industry experiences, right? Like, let's be honest. These industry experiences that he got seems pretty damn horrible. And when I look at Justin Bieber today, I like to say that he's on the right track. But when I look at these pictures of him, and I'm not going to show the videos. We showed these videos before countless times. But when I look at the videos of Justin Bieber, it doesn't seem like he was excited about his, you know, his industry experience. It seems like his face, I'm not going to lie. I love what Justin Bieber has done, I think. But his face, he looks like, yeah, he matured. But look how he looks. He looks like he got too much industry experience. Like, it looks like he had too much industry experience. Let's call it like it is. Drugs, violence, abuse, something happened. This guy's whole look just looks like he's been through a lot. I'm being honest. And we had the clips. We showed the tapes. We showed a lot of shit on here already. Now, what I want to move forward in is to this piece of the pie here that I want to talk about. These are some interesting conversations here. So, which celebrities and or politicians right now are at risk? Like, which one of these people at this point, when you look at the whole picture, is at risk? And we know Kevin Hart was out there talking and saying all that. So what I want to say is this. When I pull up this video, I'm going to turn this down so you guys, I know I want to hear anything on this video clip here, but I'm going to let this play for a second while I talk about it. I think it's important.
I'm getting on here.
Right. The reason why this shit is so important and why I keep talking about this, and watching me right now, like, yeah, you know, I just talk about this.
One more time.
The reason why this shit is so important is because people like Cat Williams, people like 50 Cent, people like Jaguar, these people that are stepping up and saying this kind of shit,
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect
right now
information.
I'm not talking about Diddy right now. I'm talking about these celebrities. They're putting their lives on the line.
So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell
rich as fuck. He's got plenty of money.
Somebody come and tell me.
He doesn't need our money. He doesn't need shit.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
Getting on there talking on Shannon Sharp Show.
Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty.
When he
and
went
they'll
on his
just
own,
go out and they'll lie.
People were like,
the industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio.
And then when he gets
no studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money.
When he's on here right now talking, and Kevin Hart comes on here talking.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple.
Let me tell you something.
I told them don't have an actor as playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play.
Now the CEO of Abercrombie. Now they're talking about people like Oprah, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and I got clips of people talking about this. Even they're saying Snoop Dogg was. I'm not saying Snoop Dogg did anything, but they're saying.
Why didn't Q set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard of. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard. Oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. Like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are lies. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless.
I think this
That's
is
my story.
Really
that's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never.
is Diddy's life at risk because of what he knows? Now, everybody will be like, who gives a shit about Diddy? Like people that are watching this right now and people that are watching this later and people that are watching that will be like, Diddy's an asshole, whatever. Now, when he's found guilty, which we saw him in the Cassie videos in a hotel abusing her and this and that. So we already know that he's already doing some shit he shouldn't do. Then we got sex trafficking and they got the videos. And then now Elon Musk has bought a tape. Elon Musk, we're going to talk about that another time. We'll get some more evidence on that. But Elon Musk has a tape that he purchased that he is getting ready to release on a lot of celebrities. And he said that shit right here. He said that shit on there and he said he's got a tape that he is going to release when he's ready. That's going to put a lot of people in some bad situations. And remember, he is running right now next to his mate. He's not running for office, but he's running with Trump and all this shit. We'll get to that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's conversation. But right now, is Diddy's life at risk and why this shit is more important than you might not know sitting over there right now. Because of Diddy, what he knows and being in the public eye and all that, and all these tapes and all that, all these celebrities know that Diddy knows exactly what's going on. If you're watching this live right now, let me know what you think about this. Do you think that Diddy's life right now is at risk? Let me fix this for a second because I want to make sure that we get this right. Let me fix this so you can see a little better there. Okay, there we go. Let me make that a little better. There we go. Now, I got a video I want to play. I want you guys to hear something. Obviously, Suge Knight had the interview there and explain some things. I'm going to play this because I want to hear what you guys think about what he's saying about the industry, and I want to hear what you guys think. I really want to hear what your take on this is. Let me pull this up right now. Make sure you guys can hear this okay.
Their first choice, their second choice, I want no choice to be at those freaky parties. But you know what they show. They used to have a thing in the industry, right? The sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they used to have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'd go back there and they'd be like, hey, we passed the test. I said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive when somebody will get their ass whooped. That was me in those days. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They could take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, and have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The egg break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second.
Sure. You just look.
Sure.
You gotta do
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
So before we get to the next piece right here, you guys understand what's going on, right? Like this guy, Suge Knight's in jail. He's doing a lot of time for murder. And he knew Puff really well. He knows all these guys. And he started going, remember I told you on the live stream about the hard-boiled egg test where they went out there and they shoved it up your butt and said, oh, no, it doesn't fit. You're not ready yet. Like this guy's in jail talking about this. Now, we saw that. Now, they're saying this is industry stuff. This happens in the industry. Whatever if you're in the industry, yada, yada, yada. Now, his life's at risk. We talk about this. Epstein, right? These are all the things that Puffy knows all this information about, the parties and all this. Now, Epstein, right? Obviously, Epstein is no longer alive. They said he committed suicide. What people are starting to say now is that Diddy, quote unquote, might be that next person to be in that position because he knows too damn much. Now, do you guys believe that right now? Good morning to you, Brandon, coming into the live stream right now. Do you guys believe that with the danger that Diddy's in right now, do you think that Diddy is going to be done for many reasons because of what he knows, what people might do to him? And I know right now there's some advertisements that pop up on the screen, guys. If you go out, you come back in, I appreciate you. Listen to this for a second. He is spilling the beans right now on a lot of things. I want you guys to hear this other part right now. Listen to this right now. If you just joined us, run the like button, subscribe. Listen to this shit right now. And we got a live game tomorrow. Listen to this right now. I want you to hear another piece of this right now.
Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, listen, also, have you ever been to any puffy parties?
No.
You sure they had a long time to think about it. But if you haven't been in those butt naked parties, even some of the preachers been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but there's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So Everybody, you gotta look at it like this. You see a beautiful woman, or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. From elementary school to junior high school to high school, they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. If you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth sticks and lipsticks and nose sticks, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young people with no confidence because they've been that way all their fucking life. So all of a sudden, if you look at Puffy old pictures, don't look nothing like his new pictures. You know, shit, they didn't do everything.
But sure, just because he has plastic surgery, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you're wrong about rich people doing stuff to their face or whatever it is, but that's different than the allegations that are coming down on him.
I'm talking about rich people. I'm talking about the difference. I'm talking about, okay, let's look at it like this. I look at it real plain and simple. Ain't no whistleblower. Facts is there.
Listen to this.
Right now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him. You're right.
Guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody is defending him, but that's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Hey, I like to say this too real quick. You got a woman that works for you is really incredible.
Listen to this for a second, okay?
I thought you were about to implicate her in the...
What I'm saying is this, all right? I know we talk about this. I think this is important to understand something. In the industry, quote-unquote industry, when people are talking about, everybody kind of knows everything. And there's so many people out there. There's two things, okay, that's going on right now people are worried about. You got people that did some crazy, dumb shit, right, where it's like really bad. I'm talking sex trafficking, rape, kids, whatever, girls, boys, whatever the hell that they decided to do because they got money or whatever the case, or got bored or whatever. And then there's people that are just trying to protect their personal life, right? The Hollywood has turned into a situation with, and now people are talking about obviously Marlon Wayans and all that. So these kind of people like Marlon Wayans are trying to protect their personal life and say they didn't do X, Y, Z. And too many people are stepping up saying they saw some shit going on. And then now, here's the thing I want to say. Usher now is a big part of this too, because Usher obviously went into this industry and saw all this crazy shit going on and then brings Justin Bieber into this. And then what Suge Knight says on that interview is that you're put in a position where you get treated foul or poorly or whatever, and then when you're done getting treated like shit, then all of a sudden you then go out and you basically start recruiting in a sense. Like these guys are going out and they're getting put in positions to recruit, keep making money, and they're just in this circle of shit and they just can't go down, and that's becoming a serious problem, right? Then it gets to where politicians get involved. There's politicians involved that could be in the judicial system, and they're holding back. They work with the attorneys. And a lot of these people, someone like Puff gets in trouble, right? Say one girl does something, and there's too much money, right? There's too much money to go around where he won't eventually get in trouble because he has so many attorneys. You put it off, you do a settlement, these people go away. But in this position right now, and we started off today with the CEO of Abercrombie, it's getting way too big. First off, one thing is too big for comfort. Now it's getting too huge, too large, too enormous for the court systems, and too enormous for people to kind of understand and say, look, something's got to happen here. And all these networks that I was talking about, you know, all the sex trafficking situation and why no one's talking about it, and I brought that to the attention, why it's not covered. Now, guess what? All these media outlets, people are going to start going, hey, why aren't you showing this? What's going on? And now you're going to start seeing the truth come out. And Kevin Hart said, in 2024,
Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show
people are
in
start getting in trouble.
and doing 5 shows a week.
And what I'm saying is why this is historical. Why this shit is so
thanks
historical
to my wife,
right now,
I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Tory did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made
I'm being honest.
all
People said
lies.
LeBron,
Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory.
But I know right now,
in 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show. There being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA?
Something new came up today with the whole Abercrombie situation. We went over that and talked about, the whole Abercrombie situation, how this man is arrested, bonds $10 million bond. He's got plenty of money. He could be traveling, leaving, doing whatever. A lot of celebrities I know, they think they might get in trouble, might start fleeing. But Puff Daddy is in jail. He's in prison, and he knows way too much shit. And his life, I'm not saying his life is more important than those victims. I'm not saying his life is more important than those kids. What I'm saying is his life is important right now to get some answers. If Puff goes missing and they say, oh, Puff, suicide, people are going to say, oh, no, that's not real. He didn't kill himself. He's in another country somewhere. Then they're saying it isn't even the same Puff. They're saying his face isn't even the same person. All these things are happening. And it's like the media doesn't know what the hell to say. Like, what do we come out and say? Like, hey, Puff isn't real, or he's a clone, or, he's gone. You guys believe in clones, by the way, in the live stream right now. Do you guys believe in clones? Yes or no? I got to get the chat rocking right now. Throw the damn dice in the chat if you're watching right now. Do you guys believe in clones? Yes or no? Is that true? Like, is there really clones out there? Like, is there real people out there that are clones? Put that in the chat if you believe in that. And when this goes down, what P Diddy knows, I think if he stays alive, we're going to find more and more and more. If he can actually make it to his trial date. That's what I'm saying right now. A lot of people are saying that he might not even make it that far. Some people are saying he might not even make it through November. So that's the problem right now. Will he make it through November? Will he make it through October in jail? Because obviously he knows too much shit. I'm just saying I had to bring it to your attention. We got a lot of conversation tomorrow we're diving into, and we're going to get back to sports. I'm hoping that if we get an update from YouTube, we can do our live show tomorrow. I'm hoping that we get a chance to do our live game play-by-play tomorrow. And if not, tomorrow morning we're live. We got the whole conversation we're doing tomorrow morning. We got a live update on the polls. A lot of stuff going on. We got the Trump. We got the Harris whole conversation. What's going on? We are a couple weeks away from some big time shit happening in the live stream. I hope you guys know that. I appreciate you guys. A lot of greatness is going to start happening. We are going to be rocking and rolling. And listen, tomorrow, I'm bringing all the messages up on the screen. Anybody that's got something to say about the election and politician, all that stuff, the polls, I'm going to show you the real polls on what's going on and what's actually happening. New action-packed systems that have been going on tomorrow right here as we're covering everything all the way up to the election. And when that's over, we'll be diving all the way full-fledged back into sports. Obviously, tons of stuff going on. We're going to make sure the NFL season gets fixed with YouTube for the shows. And right after that, guess what? The whole NBA season, we're rocking and rolling for the NBA. So there's going to be a lot of games, a lot of action-packed stuff going on here for the games and the playoffs and all that heading in the next year. So as we move forward, expand our show, guys, get ready. We did sign a deal yesterday with someone coming on the show, so that'll be happening. I want to give that guy some news to you guys, and I've been telling you about that. It is finally done. We got some fighters, and we might even have 6ix9ine might make an appearance on the show. Just saying, I'll throw that out there. We had a conversation today. We might be able to get 6ix9ine on the show, which is going to be some interesting shit. Throwing it out there no one really knows about. We'll have conversation, which will be great to do. So looking forward to seeing you guys. I am ready to get it going. I know you're ready, Miss Lex, for basketball. I appreciate all you guys. NFL season. We want to have it on here for you, just that YouTube's trying to fix. They sent me an email yesterday. Said, we're going to try to get this worked out still. I said, shit. Get it done before the playoffs, because we're going to be out here for the NFL playoffs, rocking and rolling. All the playoffs, wild card games. So I promise you that. We will be doing the playoff games. We will be having a Super Bowl right here live. A lot of people coming in the building. We're trying to get it fixed. Before that, last thing we want to do is keep having these issues and we get to the playoff game and shit's not working. So we're trying to get that fixed. And then, obviously, heading into the NBA season next year, we'll be rocking and rolling NBA. You know how it is. Thousands of people will be hanging out with us for the games. I'm looking forward to that. And I will be adding a new component of playing live gameplay. We'll play Xbox, PlayStation Live. We got some random people that want to get on and play Madden or NBA 2K with me live on here. Annie's in here with the Vikings. She loves the Vikings. We know that. I appreciate you guys. Roger, Miss Lex, Pimple Mama, Annie, Brittany, everyone that's in the live stream today that comes in. Candy, good morning to everybody that's in the building right now. Let me end this poll right here as we get ready to sign off. Remember, when the damn show's over, go back and leave a message on the show. It's so important to leave a message on the show. All love to you guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Big time shit for you guys to see tomorrow. You guys are going to love it, I'm telling you. Tomorrow, 9:55, being here early. The countdown starts at 10. All love to you guys. Prayers, Pimple Mama, prayers to your husband. Hope he's doing well and fine. And I will see you guys tomorrow. RB, what's going on? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. RB, live in the platform as well. All love to you guys, Candy. Make sure you leave a message on the show. Let it update. Go back on YouTube and leave a message on the video. Everybody that's watching right now, not here. We are talking underneath the video once we end the show. All love to you guys. Tomorrow's a big time show. See you tomorrow morning.
The company reported a massive $6 billion quarterly loss amid worker protests that have crippled production. Experts say it may be the costliest in economic damage this year. Today, union workers are set to vote on an offer that includes a 35% pay hike over 4 years, a new incentive plan, and a $7,000 bonus upon ratification.
Well, the